Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Jessica Clemons, and Empire's new exclusive first look image, we see Agatha and the gang hovering over a pool of ooze. Showrunner Jack Schaefer talks with Empire about how they're all a disparate mixed bag of witches. Why are they separated? And what exactly is going on? And just what does that pool of ooze mean? We'll go over the more important parts of the interview, what we know, and whether we'll see Man-Thing or the Sanderson sisters, because this does look like a stage play where the Sanderson sisters would indeed show up. And as a quick reminder to check out nerdriot.shop, where you can always find the latest and greatest in New Rockstars merch. Gear up for the biggest movie of the season, and I'm talking about Deadpool and Wolverine, or you can grab some of our Star Wars inspired merch. Grabbing some merch over at nerdriot.shop is a great way to support the channel and all the work that we do here, breaking down all these properties for you. I'm wearing my Xavier Institute merch. I will never get tired of this shirt. Unlike the break room merch that I have, this does not have spaghetti on it. Evan, I love my break room merch. I just spilled spaghetti on it.
Oh, man.
In the new image, we see Patty Lupone's Lila. She's a new witch with the power to see the future to a degree. In the MCU, she's a 450-year-old Sicilian witch whose power is divination and whose trial is terror. Ooh. Shishir Zamata's character Jennifer, who's from Marvel Comics, is a cousin to Johnny Blaze and practices ancient Atlantean magic. However, she mentioned that this character would be different than we all expect. Then we have Deborah Jo Rupp's character Sharon from WandaVision, who I don't think is a witch, but I think in some way Sharon is magical. And I know it sounds kind of ridiculous, but simply being a woman was seen as bewitching. Someone using spiritual connections through nature or worship could be seen as mythical, and I believe that would be her contribution to this coven. And then there's Ali Ann's Alice, who we haven't learned much from, but we do see from set photos, Alice seems to be a security guard, and I assume this is at the Westview shopping mall. In the photo, they seem to be in a basement or cellar, and the opening of the wooden hatch illuminates the cement block stairs with blue light. And I'm sure we all assume this is what takes the new formed coven to Witch's Road. We saw glimpses of the Witch's Road from Marvel footage, and they're wearing the same outfits. The cobblestone path and colors resemble what we can see in the Empire image. Scarlet Witch Updates also mentions this is from episode 2, and the Scarlet Witch Updates hasn't proven me wrong yet. I love them. Normally being healthy kind of means eating stuff that tastes like grass clippings, but it doesn't have to. Groons are supplement gummies that taste like a treat rather than a chore. Groons gummies has 0 artificial colors or flavors. They're dairy-free, nut-free, gluten-free, and vegan. Plus, each Groons daily snack pack has over 20 vitamins and minerals and over 60 whole food ingredients. They're so packed with nutrients that you can't fit it all into one gummy, and they're so tasty you wouldn't want to. Groons is more comprehensive and accurately dosed than your current nutrition solution, which you can tell if you compare nutrition labels. Vitamins are at 100% and minerals are at around 25%, the safe and effective amount. Plus, Groons goes to the trouble to methylate their ingredients to make them more bioavailable, which is just a fancy way of saying that Groons puts an extra effort to make sure your body can get the most out of every ingredient in your gummies. If you're looking for a tasty, easy, and comprehensive way to boost your daily nutritional intake, Groons might just do the trick. Click the link in the description for up to 45% off your order of Groons today. The series will debut with 2 episodes on September 18th, so both premiere episodes will cover Agatha breaking out of her spell, creating a coven, and then opening the portal to the Witch's Road. Fans found the first episode's plot via the US Copyright Office public record system, and it disclosed all the first episode information. Seeing the blue ominous light supports Schaefer mentioning here we do a lot of playing with what assumptions about witches are. Schaefer explains like what are the shorthand visuals for witches, and conjuring portals is absolutely a fun witch visual, and I'm sure they messed up like a lot of times before conjuring the correct one, so I can't wait to see all those little Easter eggs. This looks and feels also like Hocus Pocus. I said it once, I'm gonna say it twice. Or Halloween Town, both Disney properties, which could make a little cameo. As some of you may know, The Witch's Road was introduced in Scarlet Witch's comic book back in 2016. It's a plane of existence only sorcerers can really travel. In the comic, Agatha and Wanda traverse the Witch's Road to locate a specific person. Wanda ran into wizards, her own mother from the past, and monsters, so yes, there is a chance Man-Thing could appear on the Witch's Road, and please give me that cameo. Give me that crossover. I need it. When we see them traveling the road in the Marvel footage crossed with Empire's one, we are missing Joe Locke, who according to a stunt double stand-in resume found by Scarlet Witch Updates is teen/Billy. Though I don't think this blue light represents Wiccan, aka Billy's powers, he could still be featured in this scene. There hasn't really been evidence we'll get the full-fledged Wiccan reveal, but as always, it's tempting to theorize. Billy getting into the full-fledged Wiccan attire must be seen. Additionally, there's been rumors of Wiccan getting a series, and clearly Wiccan would be a tremendous addition to the Young Avengers that Ms. Marvel is already starting to assemble. We want to see Wiccan, and in every shot, Joe Locke looks super nervous, so I'm wondering if he finds his footing in this series, later his costume, and ends the series with Agatha as Wiccan. We're also missing Aubrey Plaza's character, who's playing a witch named Rio, and many sources imply she's a green witch with connection to Earth and life itself. She's also expected to be the antagonistic character, but not the main villain. So these women are working together. For what? for why. Agatha doesn't have a great track record with other witches, as we know. And Jack Schaefer says in the interview, what they have in common is that they're covenless witches. Witches are defined by deception, treachery, villainy, and selfishness. What do you do when you have a group of witches who demonstrate those notions and you need them to work together? Agatha, of her own self, is indeed deceptive, treacherous, villainy, and selfish. And Schaefer mentions we will have moments where we see Agatha's true heart. And I think that's very telling for the character arc over the series, seeing as she's only making a coven to get her own powers back. I mentioned in my breakdown of the teaser trailer that was released on the Disney upfronts via IGN that Agatha says this: she took every bit of power I had, I can be that witch again. This is followed by a number of eerie witchy sequences as Agatha vows to walk the witch's road and build her coven. She also mentions in the trailer, I'm not looking for right-minded witches. She's clearly looking for single, lonely ones and using them to get what she wants. Why does she need a coven then? Why can't she just do this by herself? Through Scooper, Can We Get Some Toast, they mentioned last year in order to enter the witch's road, a witch must sing a song, and the song must be sung with their coven. And a still from the Agatha featurette, they show us the coven in a seance circle preparing to enter the witch's road. The seance circle is them singing. So she is building a coven just to use them, and as a reminder, this isn't her first time betraying a coven. In 1693 in Salem, Agatha's coven disclosed that she betrayed them by practicing forbidden dark witchcraft. Agatha then denied it, and when the coven attempted to kill her, Agatha managed to kill the other members instead. And killing a coven isn't easy or normal. Covens are sacred things, so to the new witches, if they don't know what Agatha has done, they will stir up a lot of animosity, confusion, and anger at her. If they already know what Agatha's done, the witches themselves might have done worse. Schaefer said, what do you do when you have a group of witches who demonstrate those notions and you need them to work together? They need to find common ground, and I believe the common ground is in their past actions to their covens. There's also been casting for the Salem 7. Scarlet Witch Updates tweeted the characters with their animals accompanied with them. The Salem 7 are supposed to be daughters of the witches killed by Agatha seeking revenge. So covens are common in this universe, and there's something strange and unusual about these lone covenless witches. Agatha All Along gets to explore a deeper, more detailed version of the magic world that's still sort of unknown to the MCU. Beyond the mystic arts, Kamar-Taj, Strange, Wong, and even Wanda, Agatha All Along can build on and blow out the world with newcomers and exploring new realms. The supernatural world of Marvel is truly all I'm asking for, and it's all over the place. We're getting grounded vigilante plots with Daredevil, Echo, and now Ironheart, the outer space multiverse time plots with the Marvels, Loki, and Ant-Man, and we should keep a separate playing field for the supernatural with the Multiverse of Madness, Werewolf by Night, Blade, etc. With Agatha growing an actual heart like Schaefer says, we might end the season with a less hellbent, ravenous, murder-seeking witch that can replace Wanda in Avengers 5. I'm not saying Wanda will never come back or return, but even Tom Hiddleston has mentioned bringing Sylvie into the bigger MCU. Then we'll have Wong with Kamar-Taj, Strange with Clea in the Dark Dementia, and Agatha with her coven. 3 types of supernatural that I've been begging for. July 3rd, the official Marvel podcast will drop an episode that will probably cover more of Agatha All Along with Brad Winderbaum. The full Empire interview with Jack Schaefer will release on the 4th of July. Then Kathryn Hahn will be guest hosting on Jimmy Kimmel Live the following week. I assume this is all for more Agatha All Along promo, so we'll be getting a packed week of Agatha. Let me know in the comments if you're excited for Agatha All Along as much as I am. And again, Agatha All Along premieres September 18th with a 2-episode premiere. We'll be here sitting, waiting, wishing, as always. Thanks again to Groons for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to click the link in the description for up to 45% off your order of Groons today. Follow me at Lulu_Clemons and subscribe to the 3 channels in the new Rockstars network for breakdowns and more coverage of everything you love. Thanks for watching. Agatha.